The Republican Party and Libertarian Party should join forces to break California's Electoral College. Right now, the Electoral College in California is a winner-take-all. This provides literally more than 1/5 of all electoral votes that the Democrats need to gain the presidency. It's not even part of their blue wall, it's their blue foundation. If California were to go to allot their electoral votes by proportional vote, it would automatically, right from the beginning, no longer give the advantage to the Democrats when it comes to winning the presidency. Right now, because such big population-wise states are winner-take-all, the Democrats have a huge advantage because they do very well in urban city locations with city populations. There's a reason for that. I'll do a video about that another time. But if California were to switch to proportional voting, how can I put this? If they would allot their electoral delegates based on how much a party were to get proportionally in the election, California can no longer be considered a Democratic stronghold. Now, why would the Libertarian Party, and this, by the way, would help tremendously the Republicans. So why would the Libertarian Party want to help the Republican Party have an easier time capturing the presidency? Well, quite simply, California has 55 electoral votes. That means for every 2% in the general election, they will allot one electoral vote to California. In the general election in California, they'll allot one electoral vote to California. Now, right now, again, it's winner take all. So they get all 55 electoral votes if you get the majority in California. But if the electoral delegates are given on out proportionally, then California can no longer be viewed as a Democratic stronghold. I believe they will still get the majority of the delegates, but not all of them. Now, again, this would help the Libertarian Party because right now we're polling between 1% and 2%. That's the reality of it is. Right now, Gary Johnson is hoping and praying that he gets 5%. We get 5% and we get matching funds from the federal government for the next presidential election year. That's great. Although some libertarians would be opposed to taking that, but again, it would be something that we never had before. But the previous election in 2012, Gary Johnson I think got 1% of the vote. He is more stabilizing now. He is at, I believe, 4.9%. And that's just because Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump are despicable candidates that no one in either party can truly defend. It's just the reality of it is. Hillary Clinton is literally a crook, beyond question, beyond doubt. Only Democratic ideologues would say anything otherwise. I mean, Hillary Clinton's campaign is offering no new ideas. None. Her whole campaign is just attacking Donald Trump. That's it. Vote for me because he's bad. In reality, what she's really saying, vote for me because he's worse. I don't believe that, to be honest about it. Donald Trump has not committed perjury before Congress, to the FBI. Hillary Clinton has. It's very clear from the WikiLeaks document dumps that she ran the State Department on a pay-for-play basis. She's just corrupt. She's bought and sold by Wall Street. She told Wall Street in one of her private speeches that she forever fought to release, until I think it was WikiLeaks again that brought to the public's attention, that you should have a public position and a private position. In other words, she believes that what you believe does not necessarily mean what you should be for publicly. Wow. I'm just amazed that any Democrat can vote for her. And the Democrats attacking Donald Trump, I mean, seriously, he's done nothing in comparison to what she has. But regardless, that's not what I'm bringing this video, talking about this video. Because the Libertarian Party kind of at best gets 2% of the vote, we would at least get one electoral vote if California were to switch to allotting their electoral delegates by percentage of the vote in that state. We could then be, the Libertarian Party could then be a kingmaker. All that one electoral vote could be what would decide the election. Naturally, there's a danger that some freaking crazy libertarian member, and my God, we have them. Unfortunately, they're well entrenched in the party structure. I've dealt with them. But saying that the Libertarian Party can get that delegate to be a pragmatic, practically Machiavellian delegate, we could get major concessions from one or the other parties that would help us. If we were to cast it to the Democratic Party, maybe we could get the New York State Legislature to go to proportional. It would be the Democrats would be short-sighted. They win the presidential election, but then again they give up another one of the Democrat foundations in the Electoral College. For the Republicans, possibly one of the heavy blue states. Now, I'm saying that the Libertarian Party needs to look out for its own interests. The reason why I picked California is because they allow citizen-initiated statewide referendums. And this means that citizens can bypass their state politicians and put stuff on the ballot. That's what happened. I think all, if not the vast majority of all the states to the west of the Mississippi allow citizen-initiated statewide referendums. Very few allow it east of the Mississippi. Now, there is a state, Texas, that has 38 electoral votes. Should the Libertarian Party help the Democrat Party get that to be proportional? My advice is, yeah. I mean, it is not as good for the Libertarian Party as California would be, because we need a higher percentage of the general election vote in Texas to be able to get one delegate. But it's really the only other major delegate state west of the Mississippi. So, and also would show that we're not just in the back pocket of the Republican Party. This is something that, again, it is, I know it's probably just wishing on a star, that if the National Libertarian Party were to grow up, here's a video about how they haven't grown up, that this could be something that we could actually then have impact on the national election. I think going to the GOP and saying we'll give help to bring about this citizen-initiated statewide referendum in California, I think the GOP will jump on that. I think the Democrats will cry foul, but their argument against it is going to be pretty weak, because the Democrats constantly talk about we should have a proportional election. I mean, an election by majority vote and not this electoral college. So they're all in favor of it now. I mean, the Electoral College is stacked in the Democrats' favor because this winner take all, and the most populous states have the most electoral votes. But if the Libertarian Party were to go at the same time to the Democratic Party saying we will help with the citizen-initiated statewide referendum in Texas, it can neutralize the charge that we're just in the back pocket of the Republican Party. From a libertarian standpoint, Texas is not as valuable as California because the Libertarian Party would need a bigger percentage of the general vote in the state of Texas to be able to get one delegate. Where in California, we might not even need 2% to get one delegate. And if they really wanted to shake it on up, if this referendum was done, I think, properly, it should be, see, electoral votes are based on how many delegates you have in the U.S. House of Representatives, plus 2 for the U.S. Senate. Well, in California, if you were to say in the referendum that if a party gets at least 40% of the vote, they get one of the 2 senatorial electoral votes. And that would further split the party, the state, kind of in the favor of the Republican Party because it weakens it as a foundation of the Democratic Party's Electoral College strategy. Now, the truth of the matter is, unless they are ideologues, unless they are so in the tank for the Democratic Party, every local TV station, radio station, and newspaper in California should be in favor of the referendum. Because what that means is that when it comes to the next presidential election, the major political parties are going to spend heavily in California. They aren't now because it's just accepted that it's going to be in the Democratic column. But if it went to proportional, now it becomes a true fight for it. And I would not recommend it going to being by congressional district. If the political party wins a congressional district, then that district, its electoral vote goes to that party, because that would again give it more to the Democratic Party. It's just the overall general election vote in California be divided up proportionally by how much each party has in the general election. But TV stations, radio stations, and newspapers would hugely benefit from this. We're talking not a little bit of money, we're talking about millions of dollars being spent by the Republicans and Democrats in California to try to get as many delegates as they can in that state. I mean, that state has not always gone Democratic. Ronald Reagan won the governorship there. Arnold Schwarzenegger won the governorship there, and they were both Republicans. So it is winnable by Republicans. Again, the Libertarian Party should approach the GOP and offer to help them with a referendum in California to make that happen. They should also, to be even-handed, also approach the Democratic Party to help them do it in Texas. I don't see any other state west of the Mississippi that is worth the time and effort for the Libertarian Party to help. Not even those states that have like 10% 10 electoral college votes, which is about what the others pretty much are, 10, 11, because it just simply, the Libertarian Party doesn't poll that well yet. It typically gets 1 to 2% of the vote. So from its standpoint, only California and Texas makes sense for them to get involved. But if they did, the Libertarian Party could be a kingmaker, and we could then start changing the entire electoral system. A demand could be that our party delegate gets into every presidential debate. You know, we would have power like we would never have power before. Anyways, if you're a subscriber to this channel, please post this video, a link to this video on your Facebook page, tweet it on out. It really helps a small channel like mine at this stage. If you are a new viewer, please subscribe. In the last 20 seconds of this video, there's going to be an end screen. You're going to see my picture in a little circle. Click on that and you can subscribe to it. Some days I put out more than one video, and some days I put out videos as news breaks. If that happens, and you want to know when those videos come on out, below this video is a subscribe button. To the left of that is a bell icon. Click on that and pick between text and email notification. Lastly, I have a mailing list. And when that mailing list gets to 100 subscribers, I'm going to start producing a weekly unlisted video where I reply to selected comments posted to last week's batch of public videos. Please subscribe. Well, tomorrow's election day. I'm not even sure what I'm going to do a video on, but I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.